Look at this tennis ball flying through the air. Out of the infinite paths it could take to get from your hand to the ground, it chooses exactly one perfect parabola. Why this specific curve? It is not because of a force pushing it moment by moment, but because the ball is solving a global optimization problem in real time. It is selecting the path that minimizes a physical quantity called action. This is the principle of least action, a fundamental law that governs everything from a falling drop of water to the movement of entire galaxies. To understand why this happens, imagine a lifeguard on a sandy beach who needs to rescue a swimmer drowning in the ocean. The straightest line between them is not the fastest route. Because the lifeguard runs faster on dry sand than they swim in deep water, the optimal path requires running further along the beach before diving into the water. This bends the path at the shoreline. By choosing this bent trajectory, the lifeguard minimizes the total travel time. Nature uses this exact same geometric optimization for light and matter. In optics, this is known as Fermat's principle of least time. When a ray of light passes from air into water, it bends at the boundary. The light ray is not thinking, it is simply tracing the path of shortest duration. In classical mechanics, objects do something remarkably similar, but instead of minimizing time, they minimize a quantity called action. To calculate this, we must look at the balance of energy at every single point along the object's trajectory, from start to finish. We define this balance using a function called the Lagrangian, represented as L equals t minus v, where t is the kinetic energy of motion and v is the potential energy of position. While total energy is t plus v, the Lagrangian measures the difference between them. The action, denoted by s, is the integral of this Lagrangian over time. S equals the integral from t1 to t2 L dt. Geometrically, if you plot the Lagrangian over time, the action is the exact area under that curve. Imagine drawing a graph where the horizontal axis represents time and the vertical axis represents position. If we fix the starting point at time t1 and the ending point at time t2, we can draw infinitely many hypothetical paths connecting them. One path might be a straight line, another a wild zigzag, and another a smooth curve. If we calculate the action s for each of these hypothetical paths, we get a different number for each one.
The true path is the one where this number is minimized. To find this minimum path geometrically, we use the calculus of variations. Imagine the space of all possible paths as a hilly landscape, where the height of each point represents the action of a specific path. The true path sits at the very bottom of a valley in this landscape. If we make a tiny arbitrary variation to this true path, represented by delta x, the change in the action, delta s, must be zero. This is because the slope at the bottom of a valley is completely flat. Mathematically, demanding that the variation of the action is zero leads us directly to the Euler-Lagrange equation. The partial L over the partial x minus the d over dt, the partial L over the partial x dot, equals 0. This equation is a differential relation that must hold true at every single instant along the path. Instead of calculating the entire path at once, this formula allows us to solve for the acceleration of the object at any given moment, translating a global optimization principle into local equations of motion. But why does nature minimize kinetic energy minus potential energy? Consider a thrown stone. If the stone stayed low, it would travel fast, keeping kinetic energy high and potential energy low, resulting in a large action. If it climbed too high, it would spend too much time at low speed, but its potential energy would be high, also creating a suboptimal balance. The parabolic path is the perfect geometric compromise that minimizes the integrated difference between these two forms of energy over the entire duration of the flight. How does a single particle know which path minimizes the action before it even completes its journey? The answer lies in quantum mechanics. According to the path integral formulation, a particle actually travels along every possible path simultaneously. Each path is associated with a quantum phase that rotates like the hand of a clock. For paths far from the path of least action, these phases point in wildly different directions and cancel each other out. Only near the path of least action do the phases align and reinforce each other constructively. Therefore, classical physics emerges as a direct consequence of quantum interference. The principle of least action is not a coincidence, but a mathematical necessity of wave mechanics. Today, physicists use this exact geometric framework to derive the laws of electromagnetism, general relativity, and quantum field theory. By looking at the universe through the lens of optimization, we find that the complex trajectories of moving bodies are simply the shortest, most efficient paths through a curved geometric landscape.